Hey guys, MF for version 2 here once again. This is the second part of the top 15 Nickelodeon shows of the 1990s. These are all my opinion. Nobody gave me any opinions. No one, this is all off the top of my head here. This part, it contains from numbers 10 to 6, the top 15. Let's get this started. Number 10 is one of my favorite shows of all time on Nickelodeon. Personally, it debuted July 15th, 1996. It's basically a spin-off of one of my other favorite shows, All That. The show I'm talking about is Kenan and Kel. Very funny show. Even like the introduction, the song Whoop Here Goes. It's Coolio, if you don't know who the rapper was. But the main two is Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. Kenan and Kel. Basically, Kenan lives with his family. Roger is his father. Charles' his mother. He has a young sister named Kira, who secretly has a crush on Kel. Kel is basically my favorite of the two because he loves orange soda. I love orange. Who doesn't love orange soda? But he's very funny. He causes a lot of problems. Kenan's basically the antagonist. He starts a lot of Kel basically starts a lot of stuff because he's kind of dumb. But Kenan's the smarter of the two. He thinks anything out. They're in a problem. He's the one that, he's like, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Hopefully it solves the problem. Kenan has a job. He works with a guy named Chris, who is the boss. They work at a convenience store named Rigby's. They have a couple of celebrity guests. I think one of them was Shaq. Some has to do with him being in a hospital. I don't remember it offhand, but remember they took a trip once. They're mainly based in Chicago. Basically, that's where they live. And that's about it. Kenan and Kel is awesome. Basically one of the good spin-offs of a Nickelodeon show that actually done almost as better as the regular show is based on. Number 9, I count down here. It's a very, very old show. It first debuted in 1986, but they kind of have a spin-off its own. The show I'm talking about debuted August 13th, 1990. It is Family Double Dare. If you don't remember this game show, you don't know where you're living. It's hosted by Mark Summers, who is a very cool. He used to do magic. That's what I remember. He used to do magic a lot. They had a thing on Nickelodeon. It's basically like a haunted house kind of thing, if I remember correctly. And he basically does magic tricks on there and stuff like that. But he does stuff right now on Food Network called Unwrapped. I don't really check it that much, but at least he's still doing something in TV. But Family Double Dare, it's about 2 teams of 4. They earn points by answering questions. They're basically doing a dare or a physical challenger per se. The team with the most points by the end of the 2 rounds, they go and do the obstacle course. They do it for a bunch of prizes. They win trips and money, bicycles, you name it. It's a very, very fun and gross show. I think it's one of the first shows that feature the infamous slime of Nickelodeon. That's what they're known for, slime. But it's an awesome show. I loved it as a kid. I still love it now. I think somebody on YouTube, they posted shows on Double Dare, Family Double Dare. But yeah, definitely check it out. Number 8 on my countdown is another game show. It debuted September 11th, 1993. The show I'm talking about is Legends of the Hidden Temple. I love this show. I don't remember what it is now. I don't really see anybody on YouTube post the shows. Maybe because I didn't really check it out. But anyway, the show is about 6 groups of 2 kids. Mainly two kids per team. They basically have color with the animal of a choice. So basically, 6 animals with the color is the red jaguars, the blue barracudas, the green monkeys, the orange iguanas, the purple parrots, and the silver snakes. There's 3 rounds. They had to eliminate 2 teams to find the number 1 team. So basically, they find like puzzles to a specific like they do a story, and they had to find puzzles of that specific story. And number 1 team that's remaining, they go through the actual temple, which is basically a 13-room temple, to find 3 key ingredients to hopefully win the main prize. They usually do trips. They do money, all that other stuff. But I loved the show as a kid. Once again, I give it a check. Check it out. Hopefully, they have it on YouTube. If they don't have it on YouTube, they probably have it somewhere, maybe in Daily Motion or something like that. But let's move on. Number 7 is another game show. It debuted September 19th, 1992. The show I'm talking about is Nickelodeon Guts, or Global Guts, when they started doing international. But it was hosted by Mike O'Malley, who is actually a writer for the United States show Shameless, that's on Showtime. Mike O'Malley is he's a very funny dude. There's a chick that hosts the show with him. I think her name is Mo Cork or something like that. But basically, there's 3 kids for each show, and it's kind of like the Olympic Games kind of thing. They have like 4 events, and then the main stage is the aggro crag. Basically, the kid who wins the gold basically gets a piece of that actual crag, and it actually lights up and everything. It's like totally dark, but it's very fun. They do like a lot of stuff. They have they jump and everything. There's one game where they had to shoot a basketball, but they're like on a tight, like one of those protection things. They jump off the stage and they try to slam dunk a ball or something like that. Or they use like a little mini bicycle. Or they ride around the track, or they do like a swimming event. There's basically 4 events and then the main one. But definitely, it's a very awesome show. I wish it was still on, actually, but what can you do? It's Nickelodeon. Following number 6 on the countdown, debuted January 4th, 1992. One of my personal favorite game shows. It's Nick Arcade. It's hosted by Phil Moore. They're basically, the thing is, there's 2 teams of 2. They go through like 3 rounds, and whoever has the most points by the end of the game, they advance to go to the main stage. Is basically, they're in a video game, and there's like 3 levels of that game, and they beat the main boss. They win like the whole like the grand prize of that show. I just love this show because they have video games on it. I'm a video game expert, well, not really. I play video games a lot. But basically, they had like Sonic the Hedgehog and all that other good games on there. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think they had Castlevania on there once. I'm not sure, but basically, like the main purpose of this whole game is to control a guy named Mikey, and they travel him on a board. Like there's a start and then there's a finish, and on this board there's key pieces. There's a thing called the 4 Ps. There's points, pop quizzes, video puzzles, and prizes. And I just love this whole game show. It's a good concept. Hopefully, I hope it comes back on again. You don't hardly see this type of thing on anymore. I mean, it was very innovative for the time that was on TV. It means you don't see it anymore. But anyway, that's the end of this part. If you haven't checked the first part yet, I'll try to put some in the description. We got one more part to go from 5 to 1. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.